Ships from the Velwa Mercantile make call here in Wayrest every single day. My parents are here almost as often as they're home in Gonfalon Bay. I wonder if they're here now. Probably hip deep in some deal, no doubt.
Hey, over here.
Suppose I could use another break.
Ah, there you are. Ah, Proxy, I bear grim news. The secret Emmaus Mora guarded has escaped, and Athelia is forgotten no more. Strange disturbances and disorder now rack these lands. Westweald suffers. But by following these occurrences, we may just find her. A secretive and violent order called the Recollection scours ruins throughout the Weald. Strange Daedric creatures harry the region, and the wood elf King Nantharian reigns over a newly grown forest, a sure sign the threads of fate have frayed. The lines of possibility that weave through reality and hold everything together. Athelia, the Daedric Prince of Paths, has been set free. Her presence threatens both our world and the realms beyond. Help me meet this threat, and you will be rewarded. Let me mark your map. Frayed threads of fate point to Rustwall, the Ellenglin ruins, and Ostermere. And take this relic, the Echonir. You might find it useful. My friend Baragon offered his townhouse in Skingrad. Let us meet there when we are done.
Tired. Be on guard. Here we go.
Oh, please help! It's all destroyed.
Rest easy, friend. You there! Let's help these people! I'm glad you happened by. This woman will be fine, but there's plenty more injured in what's left of the village of Ostermere. Maybe you could help me find them. The ground could shake again at any moment. We need to hurry and save whoever we can. Greenspeaker Sorrelin sent me a letter, asked me to meet her here. After I arrived, the ground rumbled like an angry timber mammoth. Whole buildings collapsed, trapping people. When the new forest appeared, it damaged the village. This may end it. Apparently, a few months back, what was once rolling hills and rich Colovian farmland was suddenly engulfed by this great forest. Look, help me rescue more Ostermere survivors, then we can find Sorrelin. I can toss you some coin for your efforts. Inside the village, listen for any calls for help. People could be buried under rubble or trapped inside collapsed buildings. Just watch out for the strange beasts. They appeared after the ground shook. And keep an eye out for Greenspeaker Sorrelin. Keep your ears open. Follow any shouts for help. Clear the rubble!
Thank the eight. I thought that was my grave.
You're safe now. Go join your family.
Sorrelin, you're alive!
Baragon! Oh. Who's your friend? I had no idea the ground would shake so violently when I asked Baragon to meet me here. Nature is nothing if not unpredictable. I also didn't expect him to bring a guest. So, who are you, friend of Baragon? Helping people in dangerous situations sounds just like Baragon. Can't fault him for accepting help. I asked him to join me in Ostermere because I found something amazing. Miraculous, even. He needs to see it for himself. No. The only way Baragon can understand this discovery is by experiencing it himself. How about we all see it together? It's down in the Illiad ruins nearby. I'll show you both. It truly is remarkable. Baragon's an old friend. He'll appreciate my discovery. I hope you do as well. The ruins are to the southeast of the village. Meet me outside the entrance when you finish helping survivors. I can't wait for Baragon to see what I found.
These creatures only exist in the Dawnwood. Strange.
You fought well.
Help! The vines won't let me go! Thanks. Even the plants want to kill me.
My sister's trapped. We need help.
It hurts so much, sister. I know, little bug. Please, help me move this.
Thank you. I'm never coming back here.
Sorrelin wants to meet at the ruins east of here. Let's go. Watch your step! I don't see Greenspeaker Sorrelin. Wildburn seed? Not sure what... The handwriting at the bottom of the note is definitely Sorrelin's. Running into ruins alone is just like her. But I didn't expect the recollection to be here. She's heading into more danger than she realizes. I've never heard of a seed, but the Wood Elves of Vashabar use Wildburn to refer to the strange blight along the edge of the New Forest. Worry about that later. Let's focus on finding Greenspeaker Sorrelin before she runs afoul of the recollection. Those vines, that's the entrance to the ruins. Let's find Sorrelin first, friend. I knew it. The place is thick with the recollection. Sorrelin's up ahead. What's she looking at?
Do you feel it, Baragon? The grandeur of our history.
You're right. These ruins are incredible.
Do you feel it? The power of the Ayleids pervades this place. Millennia separate us from the Heartland High Elves, but I can feel their legacy flowing through my blood. It pains me to see their glory buried in these ruins. This was all for Baragon's benefit. You're just an unintended spectator. I brought Baragon here to remind him of his Ayleid heritage. The recollection remembers their past. This land belonged to the Ayleids, and we Bosmer are their rightful heirs. Not us all, but some of their beliefs match my own. All that aside, I wanted to show Baragon what I found. A new type of seed. It's similar to what we Greenspeakers use to grow and shape tree villages, but different. It thrums with unique potential. Bugshells! Surprise ruined! I wanted to show him the Wildburn seed. Talk to him, discuss the recollection, both the good points and the bad. I suppose he'll want to take the seed before the recollection does. I suggest you hurry. They're close. The Wildburn seed grows deep in the ruins. I suggest we split up. I'll lead the recollection on a merry chase while you and Baragon find the seed. And don't worry, I'm sure we'll meet up along the way. And Baragon, remember your history.
Why did you do that?
ruins are too wondrous to let sit forgotten. Look, Greenspeaker Sorrelin, up on the walkway.
See, Baragon? The Colovians built atop our heritage! They buried it all!
That's how it works, Sorrelin. The new replaces the old.
I thought I could convince you that we find the Wildburn seed together!
What? Sorrelin, come back!
Night never yields!
Now she's up on the ledge.
I take no pleasure in killing, but I'm glad we're alive.
What else like you? We can finally claim our rightful inheritance!
You're with the recollection? Cracked acorns, what are you thinking? Follow her!
Guard up, get moving!
How could Sorrelin join the recollection? They're murderers!
There are none left to stand against us. I'm with you, my friend.
Shining steel!
Those doors, let's try there. We need to find that seed. Sorrelin, talk to me! I can't let you take that seed!
I won't fight you, Baragon. There are other seeds than these.
I'll go after her. Grab the seed and follow after me!
We are mighty! The recollection seeks justice, Baragon, for all Bosmer!
Spilled blood and displaced families aren't justice!
We've been friends forever! Why won't you trust me?
The recollection destroyed this village! Who knows what other harm the rapid growth caused?
I thought you'd understand! I thought you had taken!
Stendar was with us in that fight.
Wait! couldn't catch her. I've known Sorlin for almost my whole life. I cared about her, considered her a friend, perhaps more. Why didn't I see that she had been taken in by the recollection? Maybe I could have done something. Blight, this hurts. She always claimed Ayleid land belonged to the Wood Elves, but that was purely academic before. Sounds like the recollection promised to make it real. Could be why they wanted the Wildburn seed. Speaking of which, did you get it? I've never seen a seed like this before. It feels wrong. You're working with Laramil, right? She needs to know what we discovered here. Meet us back in Skingrad. I have a townhouse there. Oh, and take this. You more than deserve it for helping me. Sure, my lifelong friend joined a violent cult, but you and I actually did some real good today. We saved people in Ostermere and kept this seed away from the recollection. When you're ready, meet Laramil and me at my townhouse in Skingrad.
Not a legionary in sight. Where are they? Look around. No people. Strange, right? I detached an entire legion cohort to guard this estate, but I haven't found a single legionary. Not even a servant. What's your story? Do you know what happened to my legionaries? To protect the estate. I don't know if you're aware, but Westweald isn't the safest place these days. Between the New Forest and the Wood Elf settlers to the west, and the rumors of cultists and Daedra stalking the land, I thought it prudent. Because I handle multiple matters for Count Calantius, and my cohort should have been able to fend for itself. The estate's proximity to Skingrad makes it a tempting target for enemy forces. Listen, help me find my legionaries, and you'll be rewarded. I hereby designate you a temporary agent of the Westweald Legion. Just until we find my soldiers. We'll search the manor house first. I'll meet you inside. Keep your eyes open, comrade. We don't know what happened here. Seems everyone left in a hurry. Take a look around. Someone attacked the servant this belonged to. Servants like this when there's danger, to warn others away. The captain planned to hide, but where? We need to find Captain Laronis. Meet me at the barracks on the south side of the estate. Back here, comrade. I found Captain Laronis. What a loss. I found that letter clutched in his hand. The servants, the bloody clothes, and the warning candles suggest someone or something attacked Rustwall. And we know Captain Laronis was working on a plan. I hope to find him alive, but the letter from the groundskeeper tells us more than we knew before. Not as grim as it sounds. The Count ordered the catacombs converted into a shelter a while back. He wanted a place for anyone in residence to hide should war sweep over Colovia. Let's hope the rest of the cohort and the servants are safe and secure. Groundskeeper Gaius is a tough old hedge snipper. We need to find him and get his key to open the catacombs. Then we can see how much of the cohort and household staff survived whatever happened here. Let's check Gaius's home first. Groundskeeper Gaius's home is just down the hill to the east. Whether he's there or not, we need to find that key. Gaius? Are you here? It's Tribune Illiac.
Tribune? Thank the Divines. Are they gone?
Who, Gaius? Who attacked Rustwall?
I'm glad to see Tribune Illiac, but she certainly took her sweet time. We've had all sorts of problems here. Did you bring reinforcements? Captain Laronis sent the remaining legionaries and staff into the catacombs. Then he was going to call for help. Dead? Damn shame. He was tolerable as far as Legion officers go. He had a good plan, too. While he hid everyone who was left in the catacombs, I was to keep watch until help arrived. I even stashed the key in a safe place in case the enemy found me. It had to be some sort of enemy army, but all I ever saw were a few wood elves sneaking around the grounds. We need to let everyone in the catacombs know it's safe to come out. Can you go retrieve the key and take care of that? I stashed the key inside the old statue in the garden. Don't worry, I'll draw you a map. Just be careful wandering in the garden. We've had an infestation of odd bugs recently. Odd and dangerous.
Grab the map and let's go. We need that key. The gardens are just east of here, down the hill. The Rustwall Gardens. Our map indicates a spot on the western side.
We've got them!
These insects, they're from deep underground. What drove them to the surface?
Stow your weapons, my friend. We've won.
There. That's the statue marked on the map. Search for the hidden key. That's the key. Now let's go open the catacombs. The door is across from the barracks. Move out. We need to find my cohort. Look, down there.
As you say, Shard Marshal Vargas, we have more than enough weapons now.
That wood elf. He's with the Recollection. And he's taking orders from a Dremora? What's going on here?
By the gate.
By my sword, a legionary.
Hate to bring bad news to the Tribune, but I'm the only member of the cohort left. Those Recollection zealots killed legionaries guarding the estate until we sent whoever remained down here. That's when we walked right into the Daedra's clutches. I got lucky. I fell behind to adjust a loose bootstrap. When I heard the attack start, I slipped into the shadows and have been running ever since. Look, the Daedra have a portal. They're filling the catacombs with Daedric forces to attack Skingrad. It's in the ruins, down in the deepest part of the catacombs. Two magical anchor things keep it open. Tribune Illiac is strong, and you look like you can handle yourself. While the Recollection hunts me, you need to destroy that portal. Go east, and you'll find where the Daedra dug up from below. Drop down and keep going east. You'll know the portal when you see it. Break those anchors, and I bet the portal closes. I'll try and lead the Recollection away, and then find you down there.
Legionary Capio is right. We need to shut down that portal. Down into the ruins. We've got to close that Capio said the Daedra portal was to the east. Older than the structures above.
Stengar was with us in that fight. Like every good story, your tale just grows in the telling. weapons, my friend. We've won.
The portal! Destroy the anchors, comrade!
Defend the anchors! Make the anchors! Stop them!
That closed the portal. Good work. Now, let's find a way out of here.
This way, Tribune. Follow the tracks.
Over here, comrade. Let's talk. My cohort almost completely destroyed. The Rustwall staff almost all dead. Even Shard Marshal Vargas managed to slip from our grasp. While we closed the portal and saved Skingrad, it feels like we failed, comrade. The threads of fate? That sounds ominous. But after what we saw down there, I'll keep an open mind. We learned that the Recollection Cult is working with Daedra and taking orders from Shard Marshal Vargas. They got damn close to invading Skingrad. With the portal closed and the Daedra on the run, the remaining Recollection forces aren't enough to threaten Skingrad. But I'll get the Legion to send more soldiers, just in case. Here, the pay I promised. The Legion always makes good on its debts. Consider your temporary commission suspended, comrade. Though I'd love to have you permanently assigned to my cohort. I plan to continue to look into the Recollection and Shard Marshal Vargas. I hear there's a wood elf in Skingrad doing the same.
Welcome, Proxy. Let us speak before we go inside. This is Ellenglyn, an Ayleid ruin. I expected to find the recollection here, as they have been searching similar routes. Indeed. I sense an ancient Daedric shrine in these ruins, although I have no idea which prince it honors. If we find the shrine, we may uncover the recollection's purpose here. Do you still have the Econir, Proxy? Hermaeus Mora forged the Econir to reveal memories related to Athelia. It was one of the relics instrumental in defeating the Forgotten Prince and eliminating any lingering memories. Hopefully the Econir can help us in our investigations. The Econir causes memories pertaining to Athelia to become visible as nebulous manifestations. When you discover one, simply hold forth the Econir. The relic makes the memory unfold before your eyes. I foresee that you will need it, Proxy. Between the recollection and the dangers inherent in most ruins, I suggest... Hermaeus Mora... Be wary. If I sensed the presence of Daedric power, the recollection likely noticed it as well. The recollection made it this. They have met some of Ellenglyn's dangers.
I was of some assistance.
Feel the current of faith flow through you.
I was of some assistance. Welkin stones. Ayleids were fascinated with the magic of light, but this is not what we see. Let us press on. We're still standing. Be proud of that.
Together!
safe. Feel the current of faith flow through.
Shining steel!
Let the threads of faith. There. The maze is below. The way to Ellen's shrine lies through the heart of the maze. Not only a maze, hell, the aliens were practitioners of necromancy. The chamber to the north should be the heart of the maze, but it seems we must find another entrance. The heart of the unlocked gate. We must find the key, Coxie. The key must unlock these gates. Let us continue, Coxie. I sense that what you seek lies somewhere to the south. Let us threads of fate restore your friends. We found the shrine. But who is...
I do not recognize you, yet you seem familiar.
Perhaps you can talk to her.
Almost like this shrine. I know I should remember it, but I do not. Tell me, what is this place? Why am I drawn here? A Daedric prince. Yes, I remember. That was what mortals called me. But Ellenglyn is a proud citadel, not a crumbling ruin. Its people are wise and beautiful. They worship me. Wait. I sense something. And another memory. Hermaeus Mora. The Echenir. Yes. That is what the Abyssal Cephaliarch called it. A clever little device he wrought to find and remove things that belonged to me. Thoughts, memories, truths he did not want anyone to know. Show me. I wish to see what it reveals. Let us see what more shall
You risk everything, Illiac. You must forsake the many paths.
You seek to diminish my prince. Why should she agree to such a demand?
To preserve reality. Her willfulness threatens all of existence.
You let your fear control you and foresee an apocalypse that will never be. Depart, Mora!
Ophelia disappeared as soon as the memory ended. Let us speak outside. Let us review what we saw in the ruins, Proxy. Now it becomes clear. The recollection also seeks Ophelia. They hope to find her visiting places she once knew, just as we did. Yet Ophelia seems confused. I do not think she has fully regained her memories or truly understands what happened to her. I believe we witnessed the moment Emmaus Mora first confronted Ophelia about the danger she posed to reality. And we saw that she refused to heed him. It is a hard thing for any creature to change its nature, especially for a Daedric prince. We examined the locations where the threads of fate were most frayed, and learned more about Ophelia and the recollection. Let us next rendezvous at Baragon's townhouse in Skingrad. I wish to consult with him about our discoveries.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
It's those wood elves. Ravenwood is trying to annex territory that is right.
Welcome! I can't believe we found a corrupted seed at Ostermere. That the recollection somehow caused the new forest to overgrow Westweald. Or that my friend Sorelin was involved. Laramil wants to talk to you, but I'd like to hear what else you discovered. An invasion launched from Rostwall Estate would have taken Skingrad completely by surprise. I'm glad that you and the Tribune were there to stop them. But the recollection working with Daedra? That's a troubling new development. By reputation, we only just met. I know she does troubleshooting for Count Calantius, so I figured I might run into her eventually. She apparently heard about me too. Just showed up on my doorstep. You learn anything else out there? Ethelia, the Daedric prince you and Laramil are looking for? You met her? Incredible! But why is the recollection looking for her? Didn't they... never mind. I think you should talk to Laramil now. I need to consider all this.
Our initial investigations are complete, Prox. Encountering a material confirmation of... that is, I thought it would take longer for us to find and confront Ethelia in person. We determined that my suspicions about the frayed fates proved correct. Each location had a connection to Ethelia. That the Recollection and the Miramor Daedra seek to restore Ethelia to power. They cause the New Forest and Wildburn devastation. And Ethelia wanders West Weald, starting to remember. For helping me reach these conclusions, take this reward. Speak with Baragon. See if he has a thought about our next steps. Ethelia's presence untethers all consequences. It makes it nearly impossible for me to perceive the threads of fate, let alone determine which threads to follow. Most people do not bear the responsibility of preserving reality itself. If we guess wrong about what we must do, or simply fail to do it, disaster ensues. I do not like to leave such decisions to chance when the stakes are so high. Trust in Baragon's knowledge of the Recollection. There is an anomaly I wish to look into while you and he pursue the cultists and ferret out their plans. Perhaps the Wildburn seed you found in Ostermere is the place to start. I shall find you later.
I've been thinking about Ostermere and your investigations with Laramil and Tribune Illiac. The Recollection was involved each time. We need to determine what they're planning next. Maybe the Wildburn seed we found in Ostermere can help us do that. I'm not a green speaker or a spinner, but I know a corrupted seed when I see one. If we can trace it to its source, I think we can find the Recollection. Luckily, there are experts on this sort of thing close by, in the wood elf town of Vashabar. Bosma who honor the green wouldn't have anything to do with a Wildburn seed. But I want to show the seed we recovered to a green speaker. If they can tell us more about it, it might lead us right to the Recollection. Help me, and I'll pay your way. Here, just to be safe, you should carry the Wildburn seed. Greenspeaker Derelith in Vashabar should be able to tell us something about it. Just follow the Gold Road into Dawnwood and turn north. Tribune Illiac and I will meet you there.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
We're done here.
Agreed, you arse.
We're done here.
Agreed, you arse.
What exactly are you implying, Colovian?
I'm not implying.
Fine.
I'm saying it outright. This land.
A Colovian soldier can't just stroll into our town and throw around accusations. If not for Baragon, he may not be part of our settlement, but his good works are known to us. Well, what is it? What did you bring to show me?
They say Molar Grunder guarded the gatehouse on the
Does he? Well, let me take a look. This appears to be a greenspring seed, but it's unlike any that I've ever worked with before. It's infused with strange energy. Greenspring seeds are what greensingers use to grow new sections of forest and shape them into enclosures and settlements. We use some to create Vashabar, but this one is corrupted. Still, something familiar. Wait, I've sensed this before. I was out exploring. Dawnwood may be a blessing, but I'm curious as to its origin. And the devastated area troubles me. I ran into wood elves with a covered cart. There was a whiff of strange magic about it. It must have been one of these seeds. Here, I'll mark your map. I met the wood elves with a covered cart in the hills east of Leftwheel. If you find more of these corrupted seeds, burn them. And don't worry, I'll destroy the one you gave me after I finish examining it. Here, I'll mark your map.
Now that she mentioned it, I've heard of greenspring seeds. If the recollection was able to corrupt the sacred seeds of the green with Daedric magic, that's unthinkable. Before we go look for that cart, we should talk to King Nantharian first. King Nantharian's an interesting person. Charismatic, a visionary. He saw an opportunity and rallied wood elves to follow him and start this settlement. As I understand it, he leans toward the Dawnway more than the Green. We need to warn him that his followers are in danger. While drawing wood elves away from the Green is next to impossible, Green speaker Sorrelin notwithstanding, the followers of the Dawnway are ripe to be recruited by the recollection. The king needs to know.
Halt! King Nantharian sees no one without good cause.
We have good cause. We've come to warn him of a danger to
The people of Vashabar wish only to live in Dawnwood.
But the legionary must remain here.
Fine. I'll wait here.
Thank. One diplomatic incident averted. So far, so good. Go ahead and speak with the king, friend. Tell him about the threat the recollection poses to Vashabar, and about the corrupted seeds.
Greetings, stranger. All are welcome in Vashabar. But tell me, who enters my humble abode with Baragon, the hero of Ninglinir Pass? And what was it about a danger to our unassuming town? The recollection? Yes, we have heard of this new order, but it has nothing to do with Vashabar. Do you really expect to find such violent agitators in this peaceful hamlet? Greenspeaker Sorlin helped us settle Dawnwood and build our town, but I haven't seen her in weeks. I assumed she had done her part and returned to Valenwood. Not everyone is prepared to break away from the familiar and start anew. A wild burn seed? I've never heard of such a thing. But then again, I'm not a green speaker or a spinner. And what did Derelith make of this strange seed? I know she's been trying to determine how our Dawnwood came to be. Does she suspect a connection? That's not far from Hoperoot, our new settlement. Count Calantius has refused our offers of cooperation, so I cannot assist you directly. But if you learn anything more that you feel I should know, find me at Hoperoot. Hope Root lies to the north of Vashabar, just before you enter the devastated region. I'll be there, supervising the establishment of our next settlement. Good luck to you, adventurer.
We'll meet you near Left Wheel, friend. If there's another
You were in
seat
there for a while?
we need to
What did
find-
Nantharian have to say? The Count doesn't know Nantharian. He and his wood elves showed up right after the new forest appeared without so much as a by your leave. Is it any wonder the Count doesn't trust him? Did Nantharian say anything about the recollection? Not involved. Of course he'd say that. As for reporting to Nantharian, that depends on what we find. I serve Count Calantius and the Legion, not some self-declared king. Let's meet at the spot the Green Speaker indicated, and go look for that seed. If you have a weapon, I need a hand.
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done. Stow your weapons, my friend. We've won. Your match.
Tribune Illiac, look out! Are you hurt?
I'll live. Thanks, Baragon. The recollection ambushed us, like they knew we were coming.
I spotted the six.
You can't stop us, and you can't stop the wild bird.
Steady on! Shake it off!
Burn the seed? Good. One less threat to worry about.
They knew we were coming. Either the Green Speaker set us up, or there's a spy in Nantharian's court.
A spy? Then I assume the recollection would be guarding the Wildburn seed, but the Tribune is right. They were expecting us. If the recollection does have a spy in Vashabar, then they're more dangerous than I thought. How else did they know to set this ambush? Greenspeaker Derelith wouldn't have betrayed us, so it must be someone close to King Nantharian. Which means Nantharian's got a knife to his throat and he doesn't know it. We've got to tell him. We'll need to be careful. If our suspicions are on the mark, someone won't want us to talk to the king. Hoperoot lies near the ruins of Nunangalo, across the Wildburn. Let's meet outside the new settlement and see how things stand. We'll see you at Hoperoot, friend.
Those guys more glory!
Back in the saddle.
Over here! There's Hoperoot. Something funny is going on. Nantharian told us to come find him in Hoperoot if we learned anything about the Wildburn seed, but the sentries at the gate refused to let us in. Tribune Illiac and I had to back off before it came to blows. That would be hard. This place is more of a fortress than a settlement. Fortunately, Tribune Illiac came up with a plan. Not a particularly sophisticated plan, but I think it will work. Well, Tribune Illiac crept back to the gate. She's waiting for you there. She lures away the sentries, then we run up and enter when they chase her. Which sounds ridiculous when I say it out loud. Someone doesn't want us to get to the king, so make your way to the throne room and find Nantharian. I imagine it's in the upper levels of the tree fort. I've got a grapple bow. I'll stay up in the branches and scout for you. Got it?
Over here. Be ready. I'm going in.
Stay here, friend. Let her clear the gate.
Listen, you. I want answers from Nantharian, and I want them now.
She came back? Seize her!
And that's the plan. Get to the gate!
I'm here, comrade. I lost the sentries, but there's a damn recollection army in here. Xantharian must be a prisoner in his own settlement. Keep your eyes open for any information about the recollection's plans.
On my honor.
We're above the gate, but no sign of Baragon. What's he up to?
That's the end of that tale.
Baragon! I think he's found something.
Over here! This must be a recollection command post. No sign of the king, but the map and notes might be important. Take them, friend. I'll try to decipher the map later. Keep going, friends. We can't let the recollection take the king hostage.
Probably already got him. I doubt Xantharian sentries could fight off a recollection army.
You're winded. Take care.
I'm pretty sure... This place just keeps going up. How big is this tree, anyway?
It's not just about reclaiming what was lost. This is about our heritage.
These ruins used to be on the hillside below. Hoperoot's branches raised them into the sky. That shawl, there's something strange about it.
Where am I? What force draws me to this place? Is that? Yes. I believe they call it a tavern. I see the many paths converging there.
What in oblivion did we just see? That stone you carried triggered a vision. How did you do that? Who was the woman? Incredible. That was a Daedric prince? She didn't seem all that powerful or scary. In fact, she appeared to be disoriented. So why was that important? What exactly was that a memory of? The many paths. Sounds important, but I don't know anything about it. But there's a tavern not far from here, called the Outcast Inn. You should check it out when we're done here. Let's keep going. If the Eccaneer has more to show us, let me know.
Shining Steel!
Maybe, but it's up to us to earn those promised rewards. We'll have to fight for them.
That looks like another Wildburn seed. Someone's coming. Get down.
Here. The seed for Skingrad is ready, my king.
Bring it to my throne room. Vargas and I will perform the final ritual and send the seed on its way.
The Shardborn are fickle allies.
We serve the same prince. As long as I lead the recollection, the Shardborn will aid us.
Yes, my king.
I knew it. Nantharion leads the recollection. And the prince they serve must be Illiac.
I heard everything. Get to the throne room. I'll circle around and hit them from the back.
Now we know why Nantharion needed a living fortress. Let's find that throne room.
I leave the staff of many paths in your care, Nantharion. Use it well. Ah, your tree has pests.
Greenspeaker Sorlin, deal with the intruders. They must not interfere with the ritual. Vargas, help me prepare the seed.
Paragon's friend! For his sake, I will dispatch you quickly.
Destroy the Wildburn seed.
No! The ritual is not complete!
Something's wrong. It's too soon. The Wildburn seed released its energy too early. Run!
Follow Nantharion. He must know a way out.
The Wildburn seed! It released its energy! Homeroot is doomed! By the green, the Wildburn seed destroyed Hoperoot.
Hoperoot? A pretty name for an ugly secret.
That was close. But at least we destroyed the seed and this recollection fortress. But I hope things would turn out differently for Greenspeaker Sorlin. I wish I knew what drove her into the arms of the recollection and their mad leaders. We'll find them again. We dealt them a serious defeat here at Hoperoot. They'll need to regroup with recollection forces elsewhere. That will cost them time. That staff. Vargas called it the Staff of Many Paths. She entrusted it to Nantharion. Right. Well, Back to my townhouse, friend. Give me the map we found. I want to examine it. And we should consult with Laramil, if she's back from her mysterious errand. It's clear Athelia's Daedra are helping the Recollection. We need to know why.
You two go ahead. That report we found. I want to check on Feldegard Keep.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
It's those wood elves. Ravenwood is trying to annex territory that is rightfully ours.
I can't make sense of it. What do Athelia and her Shardborn seek to gain here? Why assist the Recollection and allow them to use Wildburn seeds to transform Westweald? What are we missing, friend? That might better be pondered by Laramil, but you're probably onto something. Both the Recollection and the Shardborn serve the Prince of Paths. Their goals must complement each other somehow. Which brings up another question. Where's Athelia? The Outcast Inn? I know the place. Not only did we stop Nantharian from sending a Wildburn seed to Skingrad, we found Recollection notes pointing to Feldegard Keep, as well as a memory of Athelia heading toward the Outcast Inn. And that's not all. We exposed Nantharian as leader of the Recollection. When Vashabar hears about this, they'll tear the crown from his head. He can lead the Recollection, but he can't hide anymore. And we saved Skingrad from a Wildburn. Here, friend. You earned this. The map we found at Hoperoot contains a valuable clue. I just know it. Give me some time and I'll decipher the code and figure it out. One thing is already clear. King Nantharian and his allies aren't done with Westweald yet. I won't know for sure until I finish deciphering Nantharian's notes, but Athelia is still at large. The Daedric incursions haven't stopped, and Recollection forces are thick as Horvors on Carrion around Ayleid ruins. They're looking for something. When I think of Ayleids, I think of magic. Welkin stones, portals, ancient relics. Things that would be dangerous in the wrong hands. But how it fits into Nantharian's plans, I don't know. Think you could help me piece it together, friend? Tribune Alea and Laramil can use your help. The Tribune is worried about an attack at Feldegard Keep, and Laramil thinks it's important to investigate the Outcast Inn. See what you can do to help them, then come back here.
The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I know those.
Was befitting a knight. Well done.
Good. You came. After we finished at Hoperoot, I raced to Feldegard Keep to warn them about the report we found. But as you can hear, the battle already rages on. If only we'd found that recollection report earlier. Daedric forces seek to overwhelm the Legion cohort defending the Keep. The Legionaries here are capable, but there's something about this attack. We can't let the Keep fall. I need to get inside and help them. In addition to defending the major roads to the north and east, its proximity to the devastated area and the new forest make it integral to the protection of the Wheeled Heartland. What say you? Care to take a Legion commission and help me end this? We need to take stock of the situation before we head inside. Stumbling into a fight blindly never ends well. There's an overlook east of the Keep. Locals usually run a small market there. We can get a good view of the Keep from that location. Head to the market overlook. We'll take stock of the situation there. Damn! The Daedrabs surrounded the keep and breached the fort's outer wall. The situation is worse than I thought. We need to get in there and help them. The Legionaries barricaded the area past the breach. Can't go through there. There's a side entrance to the southwest. It's obscured by overgrowth, so there's a good chance it hasn't been noticed. We'll try that way. Then we find Commander Marion. Marion commands the troops stationed at Feldegard. He's stubborn, but has an excellent tactical mind. He'll know exactly how we can help once we get in there. The door is recessed between a gap and some rocks. I wouldn't call it a hidden entrance, but it's easy to miss if you don't know about it. I'll point it out. Once inside, we'll find Commander Marion. He'll tell us how we can help. Tough as forged iron and sharp as a rapier. I've seen him devise amazing strategies and accomplish seemingly impossible tactics. He loves Colovia and will defend it with everything he's got. With him in charge, those Daedra are in for a fight. The door is behind that gap in the rocks. Stay alert while we look for Commander Marion.
Commander! They're climbing over the walls! We can't...
Tribune! Praise the gods, we can use your help.
He's up on the wall. How can we help, Commander?
Back, please.
Stendar's blood, it's good to see you. We need all the swords we can get, and anyone traveling with Tribune Illiac is always welcome in a fight. Those Daedra are pummeling us. I need something done to hold them back. The most immediate threat is that they are slipping in all over the keep. I need to contain them in one spot if I'm going to bring my forces to bear. If we slow their progress and cut off their entry points, they'll regroup at the breach in the wall. Since my soldiers are up to their ears in Daedra, you're gonna slow down the assault. Go around the keep and reset some traps that we planted. As you do that, burn the ropes those Daedra are using to climb over the walls. You'll have to cut down an enemy or two, no question. But your primary objective is to reset those traps and burn those ropes. My legionaries can handle the rest. After that, meet me in the main courtyard. If you have questions, make them quick.
That'll stop any Daedra, if they have legs. Careful! You need those hands to fight. Didn't even know Daedra could climb ropes. That's all of the traps. I hope they hurt. I hope this makes them mad. That's all the ropes I can see. Good work.
This is not the end of our tale.
Commander, the ballista's destroyed. They'll breach the courtyard soon.
Blasted.
Let the legionaries handle the Daedra. We need to reach the commander.
We'll guard this passage and fend off
The
any
courtyard is
Daedra.
through those doors.
Tribune, get that ballista in working order. Mercenary, you get the fun part. We thought those barricades would hold longer. Those blasted Daedra broke through when our backs were turned and damaged our last ballista. My legionaries set up another barricade, but it may not last for long. That's where you come in, mercenary. If the Daedra can't get close to the barricade, they can't knock it down. So we'll set it on fire. My legionaries already brought up oil. I need you to pour it over the barricade. Soak it well, then come back here. Tribune Illiac will repair the ballista while you douse the barricade in oil. Once it's ready, launch a flaming bolt into the oil and set it ablaze. That should hold their advance and create a kill zone. After that, use the ballista at will. I gave you an order, mercenary. Get to it. Grab that oil that's behind you first. I'll walk you through everything else. Grab that bucket of oil first. Now pour the oil around the barricades. Tribune, take lookout. Mercenary, finish repairing the ballista. The parts are by the back wall.
Commander, I see 2 legionaries trapped outside the barricade.
That did it! Now arm that ballista, target the oil, and set it ablaze. That should hold them back. Now
What do
crush
you say to
those
some
Daedra!
celebratory sweets? We've got this.
No! We lost the legionary.
Nice targeting, mercenary. Get ready for the next wave.
The legionary's safe. Nice work.
Keep it up. I see another wave approaching.
Stendarr, protect us from harm.
That's it for the ballista. Tribune, look sharp.
Daedra emerging through the north door. With me, comrades.
Get down there and find out where they're coming from.
Comrade, you're with me. We crushed the Daedra's frontal assault and stopped them from getting past the barricade. But the ones who emerged from the barracks, where did they come from? Living quarters. The barracks extend beneath the keep, and a dungeon is below that. I'm not sure how the Daedra could get in down there, but we should take a look. There's one more curious thing about this assault. Where's the Daedric commander? This attack is much too coordinated to not have a leader. Find the commander, and maybe we can sever the head of this army. Let's search the barracks for another breach. And keep watch for any Daedra that looks to be in charge. How are the barracks crawling with Daedra? Ballista storage. See that lift? It brings them up into the courtyard. We're near the armory. Let's hope they haven't found it.
I take no pleasure in killing. And I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
The armory's just through those doors. Be ready for anything. That must be their commander. Keep low.
Go! Take your forces and capture the keep. I will gather reinforcements in Miramore. As you command, Shard Marshal Vargas.
We need to talk, comrade. I wondered when Shard Marshal Vargas would turn up again. I still owe her for Rustwall. And she has a new sword. Did you see how it opened a portal? Brought in reinforcements from someplace she called Miramore. We need to take that blade. Usually I'd leap the railing and rush into battle, but who knows what else that blade can do. I'd rather not be turned into a mud crab or something. Let's split up. If we attack her from two sides, we'll split her focus. Then we can take her down. Go around the side to that gateway across from here. I'll distract the commander, then you attack and grab the blade. It's important we do this before she opens another portal. If reinforcements come through, we'll have a bigger fight on our hands. I could still leap this railing and rush her if you think that would work. No, let's stick with the plan I outlined. Once you're in position at the gateway, I'll distract the Shard Marshal. Let's do this.
She opened a portal. I'm leaping down. I'll tackle her in. Follow us.
Attack! You dare!
Give me that blade, Vargas.
Take abolish her if you can, mortal! No! Kill them, my Shardborn! Recover Abolisher! The Shardborn are endless! More! I need more warriors!
She called the blade Abolisher. It's all yours, comrade.
Abolisher will be mine again, mortals. We shall definitely meet again.
Perhaps a lot. The battle out here appears to be over, except for a few straggling Daedra. Are we in the clear? What did you find in the barracks? And how did you wind up emerging from a portal? Portals under the keep. That's an unexpected tactic. But I'm glad you and the Tribune took care of it. Without reinforcements, the remaining Daedra shouldn't pose too much of a problem for my legionaries. As safe as can be expected. We are a military installation, after all. We'll wipe out the remaining Daedra, then begin rebuilding the keep. I expect Tribune Illiac will want a final word or two with you before you go. After this beating, who can say? Daedra don't behave in any rational way that I ever noticed. But we'll shore up the barricades, rebuild the wall. And there's always my tried and true methods. Fire and traps. Always go with proven tactics, I say.
You didn't hesitate to leap through the portal after me. You do this sort of thing pretty regularly, don't you? Shard Marshal Vargas got away, though. That's on me. I swear I'll get her next time. But that Mirrormore, what a desolate place. Do the Shardborn come from there? Maybe Baragon or Laramil can tell us more. We should also have them examine the blade. What did Vargas call it? Abolisher. Huh. Would it be alright if I took the sword to them? I'll help bury the dead and then take Abolisher to Skingrad. Maybe Laramil or Baragon can make sense of it. I want you to know I appreciate your help here, comrade. Take this and consider your commission with the Legion over. For now. Let's keep news about Abolisher between us until we're back in Skingrad. I don't want thieves or Recollection agents to get any ideas while I'm traveling. Return to Baragon's townhouse as soon as you can. I have a feeling this is far from over.
Come, Proxy. Things here are more dire than I suspected. I am glad you are here, Proxy. Threads of fate tangle around the Outcast Inn in an ever-expanding knot, fraying the bonds of cause and effect with each bend and twist. Should they snap, the results would be catastrophic. I cannot discern its origin. Hermaeus Mora gifted me an ability to perceive the threads of fate. This tangle painfully overwhelms that very gift whenever I try to approach the inn. Someone without such sight must act as my agent, namely you. Pass through this tangle and enter the inn. Find the source of this disturbance. Stop it however you can. I cannot assist you in this. You shall stand alone against a force that tangles fate and unravels reality. Succeed and you shall be rewarded. If we allow the tangle in fate to persist, our localized reality could collapse. In short, we would all cease to exist. Enter the inn while I research this phenomenon. And hurry, Proxy. Even at this distance, the disturbance causes me great pain. Go where I cannot, Proxy. Untangle this knot of fate.
Another apparition? Yes, please come in. Stay for a while. Just pay no mind to the crack in the sky outside or those shadows. Ignore them and have a drink. All right, I can't ignore them either. It all started when the woman at the table by the fire came in. I don't know her from a skeever's arse, and I don't care what her name is. But she's absolutely the cause of my problems. Right after she arrived, the sky changed, and those shadows started roaming my inn. Then, she sat by the fire without a word. Not a one. But a good innkeep can guess what a customer needs, and she needs a drink. Something to wake her up. A Skyrim sunrise. I can't leave my patrons with these shadows, though. Could you go to the well and fetch some water? You'll drink free. The well's out back in the courtyard. Bring me a bucket of water, and I'll mix up a Skyrim sunrise. That should get her talking. Then I can ask her to move along and take this strangeness with her. She's scaring my customers.
We're in this together.
Mortal, help me. Please. I don't know if you can understand me. My mind is a storm of images and voices and memories. I can see every reality all at once. The many paths. But my grip on this realm keeps slipping. But you... I see that you are real. We did, didn't we? Then you know my name is Illiac. I am what mortals call, a Daedric prince. These echoes... I summoned them by accident. I am losing control. The inn... It drew me here. Called to me. I need something it can provide. Possibilities. Probabilities, places where fate takes a different course. Some lead to here, others to there. And a few they lead to... elsewhere. But this place, it has something I need. A phrase emerges from the storm. Sage's dream. Yes, That's it. A drink, I think. It tastes of belonging. Cohesion. The innkeeper, ask him to make this drink for me. Quickly, before the storm takes me again. I remember so little about myself. Why is that? Did someone... Yes. Mora, he did this. But Sage's dream. I know it can help me even as the details slip away. Please, ask the innkeeper. I feel certain he knows something.
Well, at least she's finally talking. That's better than I ever managed. I hope you told her to get out of here. My remaining customers are starting to talk about settling their bill and finding someplace less strange. I knew she wanted a drink, but Sage's dream? Never heard of it. And I've memorized every recipe in every edition of the Innkeeper's Helper. Wait, I just remembered. We might be in luck yet. The previous owner left junk all over the courtyard. I've been sorting through it and noticed a book on obscure and ancient drinks. Maybe it contains a recipe for Sage's dream. Go back there and find that book. Gilredal's Book of Obscure and Ancient Spirits. That's the book's name. Search around the courtyard behind the inn. Also, try the outbuilding in the far back. I found junk in there, too. Bring me the book, and we'll see if it has the recipe we need. She hasn't moved once since you left. I tried talking to her, but she only muttered quietly to herself. I'd almost feel bad for her if I wasn't losing sales. Oh, did you find that book on obscure drinks? An Ayleid drink? Odd. This inn was built on Ayleid ruins. Just a coincidence. Tirum weed, hark fruit juice, loot berries. I've never even heard of these ingredients. I can mimic that flavor profile, though. Just need some substitutions. I need to think about it. Maybe some frost minium? Oh, some lotus might work. In the meantime, I need to make some syrup. Go to the cellar and grab some sugar. I'll keep thinking about this until you get back. Reproducing a sage's dream sounds like a fun challenge. It'll certainly take my mind off of what's happening to my inn. You'll find stairs to the cellar in the room behind you. It opens up into an old ruin, but don't mind that.
Something hides here. I feel its hatred thick and sour. Perhaps I can call it to us. This horrid relic rose from the ground. When you left, I was compelled to follow. I saw an image of you entering this chamber, and I knew I had to be here with you. But then this awful lamp appeared, rudely popping out of nowhere. I hate the damned thing! The storm in my head, remember? I cannot focus through all the overlapping paths. I think this damned lamp was used against me, but I cannot understand how. Could you? An odd feeling. Over here. I sense a path that wishes to be explored. Shine the lamp, please. I know this. A doorway. My power abandons me here. I will follow if I can.
The enemy approaches. They come to imprison my prince.
No, Torvasad. They are different. Approach, Pathwalker, and speak with me. A mortal Pathwalker. Such a creature is quite rare. And I see you are accompanied by one of my reflections. An Illiac from a different path. You carry something else with you. It feels the lamp of clarity. A relic created to hunt me in my unseen. It carries a spark of its creator Azora within. That gives it a bit of awareness. It must know that your Illiac poses a threat. But why lead you to me? Ah. Sage's Dream is the mortal name for our connection to the many paths. It manifests as a drink, but is brewed from ingredients infused with my very own essence. Drinking it will reconnect my reflection to the many paths, and stabilize her power. They bloom in my shadow, or in the shadows of other Illiacs. Each path's ingredient is unique. You can find Tiramweed here, but the rest grows in other realities. Take what you need, Pathwalker. Then you must leave before my fellow princes arrive. This is my end, Pathwalker. Hermaeus Mora has declared me a threat to reality and comes to imprison me. I am tired of fighting. It is the same on every path I have examined. If this is my fate, so be it. Take my Tiramweed and go with my blessing. And Another Ethelia. So powerful and proud.
Here. I offer you a
Collect the
path
ingredient and let us go back. Take it with my blessing. A new path appears. Use the lamp, mortal. Step through. Let it... Dread fills this path. Find the ingredient, but use caution. We are not welcome here. Have Mora's forces finally come? No. You do not belong here. But a reflection of the Prince of Paths travels with you. Have you come to revel at my defeat? To watch Hermaeus Mora imprison me? How shameful that I attract a mocking audience. Get on with your gloating then. Of course she lost control of her powers. All Ethelias are fragile creatures. They break under the slightest pressure. Just like glass. How my Shardborn should gut you. Whether you intend it or not, this humiliates me even more. An item of my ruin born by a reflection who walks free. If it will get you to leave, I have Hark Fruit. One of the ingredients for Sage's dream. Take it and go. Azura's lamp is not a friend to Ethelia, Pathwalker. All the relics work to subdue us. If it helps make a Sage's dream, it is not to empower my reflection. No matter. My fate here is sealed, so what do I care? Take your Hark Fruit and leave me. This reflection seems resigned to her fate. I saw how to open a doorway.
What adventure?
Let us return to the inn cellar. I sense this is the last path calling to me. Use the lamp. Step into the many paths. Unbridled anger fills these halls. We have entered a war zone. Find the last ingredient. Let's be here.
On my honor!
Reality in this path is extremely fragile. It might shatter. Hurry! I remember this as a place filled with light and joy. This is not that place. Hermaeus Mora consumes the shrine. His response to the savagery of Athenia's defense.
No, you must not bring that reflection any closer. Your Athelia, does she not sense it? The Athelia of this path, my prince, has lost herself. She has become the monster that Hermaeus Mora foresaw. If she cannot regain control, this reality is finished. Why does a mortal walk beside an Athelia? Then I hope you succeed where I have failed. I tried to get my prince to calm down, but she lashed out at Mora's forces with her full fury. The more she fought, the more lost she became. Perhaps there is still a chance for you. How can I help? Why would... Oh, I understand. Azura's lamp wants to preserve your reality. By helping your Athelia regain control, she can be safely imprisoned again. The ingredient you need is close by. Loot berries. Hurry and take them before it is too late. Flee while you can, mortal. Save your own life. Just spare a thought for this doomed path, if you survive. I suspect we will not last much longer. I suggest you take the loot berries and run. Good luck. Athelia is the...
Mora dead! Damn his eyes! Every one of them! You wanted a monster! Behold the last tomorrow! Behold the destroyer of reality!
Illiac shows uncontrolled rage. It will consume every piece of this reality. We must leave this path before my reflection destroys it.
Did you get lost down here? Yeah, that happens to me sometimes too. That woman is back upstairs, sitting by the fire, so I came looking for you. I think I figured out how to make a sage's dream, even if we don't have the proper ingredients. What? You do? Well, that makes things easier. I'm not sure where you got ingredients that no longer exist, but the good innkeeper knows when not to ask questions. Can you help me make the drink? I'll read from the recipe book while you do the rest. I turned my alchemy stove into the finest experimental drink maker in Tamriel. You can be the first to try it. For each ingredient, we'll need to get the temperature just right. I'll call out for more or less heat. You turn the appropriate valve. First, place the tirum weed in the apparatus. Slowly apply heat to steep the tirum weed. Needs more heat. Too hot. Reduce the heat. That looks nicely steamed. Next, place the hawk fruit in the apparatus. Apply heat to liquefy the hawk fruit. Again, not too hot. It needs to be hotter. You'll burn the fruit. Reduce the heat. The hawk fruit looks properly reduced. Now add lootberry. You should chill the lootberries without freezing them. It needs to be cooler. Perfectly chilled. Now to blend the drink. 2 parts steeped weed and hawk fruit juice for every 1 part of chilled lootberries. That's the exact amount of lootberries we need. Perfect amount of weed. Don't add any more. Too much weed. We'll start a new blend. That's just the right amount of hawk fruit juice. No need for more. That's the perfect amount of weed. Don't add any more. Looks like a perfectly blended sage's dream. Pour the finished drink into that. Now, grab the drink and take it to that strange woman. I'll meet you upstairs.
Sage's dream. Do you have it? The storm abates, and I can clearly see the many paths. I can discern one reality from the next, and my mind is clear. I am myself again. I am Illiac, Prince of Paths and Mistress of the Untraveled Road. I shall set things right. The echoes I dragged from disparate paths are free to return to their own realms, and allow me to untangle the threads of fate and restore balance to this reality. I thank you, Pathwalker. And I am jealous of you. We learned that every Illiac is dangerous, a broken creature that ends up hunted. We cannot change who we are. But mortals, you choose your paths. You don't need the powers of a Daedric prince to alter your fate. I envy this. Goodbye, Pathwalker.
The pain is gone, and the threads of fate have untangled. I sense the knot in the threads of fate has untangled, Proxy. This threat to our reality has passed. Should I assume you are responsible? Tell me what occurred within the Outcast Inn. If helping Athelia saved reality, then you made the right choice. But the Lamp of Clarity is a powerful relic. I am glad you found it. I would like to take the lamp to Baragon's townhouse for further study. May I have it? I predicted that the tangled threads of fate were related to Athelia's release. But how could I know she was the direct cause? You have served the one who knows very well in this effort. Here is the reward I promised. I must contact Hermaeus Mora and inform him that Athelia has regained at least some of her power. Do not take this as a slight against you. Helping her saved many lives. It was the correct thing to do.
I bet I can bang the dents from my armor while we're in town.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar wood elves were to blame for all this.
You're back! I'm still deciphering the map from Hope Route. I can't yet make sense of all the notes, but I figure that any location marked on the map must be important to the Recollection. How did your investigations go? You've been busy, friend. Did you learn anything at Feldegard Keep and the Outcast Inn that might clear up the last nagging questions I've got about the Hope Route map? Tell me what happened. You helped Athelia remember herself? Isn't that what the Recollection is trying to do? I suppose you had a good reason, but still. Entangled realities? A strange tale, friend. That's a problem rather beyond my experience. I'm glad you were there to sort things out. And you recovered a lamp? Sounds like some sort of relic. It might be important. So, the planned attack on Feldegard Keep was with Daedric forces, not the Recollection? A good thing you were there to help Tribune Alea defend the fortress. And that blade you acquired. Any sword with a name must be important. As I hoped, your account explains these last few marks on the Hope Route map. Not only were the inn and the keep noted, there's another site the Recollection's interested in, an Iliad ruin called Neriostare. We need to investigate that ruin next. Neriostare lies in the western Colovian hills. It's rather dilapidated and haunted. I had a harrowing experience there back when I was actively adventuring. Laramil wants to speak with you. Talk to her, then meet me at Neriostare.
The permutations of fate created a high probability that you'd... I would like to talk about the relics I heard you describe to Baragon. The Lamp of Clarity and Abolisher are two of the relics once used to defeat and imprison Athelia. As I said, they are two of the three relics Mora had created when Athelia became a threat. He enlisted other Daedric princes against her, and they made the relics. Abolisher was forged by Boethia to cut a path to Athelia no matter where she walked. The Lamp of Clarity, which she recovered from the Outcast Inn, was crafted by Azura. She wrought the lamp to illuminate the many paths, to make the unseen seen. Only one of the 3 relics remains to be found, the Skein of Secrets. A relic woven by Mephala, Daedric Prince of Secrets. It tracks Athelia and the unseen, but I do not know exactly how. It was locked in a vault long ago and forgotten. Given the Recollection's interest in Neriostre, I think it might be there. Torvasad used Abolisher to open the way to Athelia's prison. He knows the relics can be used to return her there, and will do anything to prevent that. These ancient tools may be the keys to saving Westweald, and perhaps all of reality. The blade, the lamp, and the skein counted Athelia's power in ancient times. I think they can do so again. You and Baragon are fated to seek the Skein of Secrets in Neriostre. I have my own tasks, and shall find you when it is time to finish this.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I know those.
Help! Left wheel is in dire need!
we'd be lost. We make this trip every year.
Hello, friend. It looks like that's Neri over there, surrounded by a recollection stockade. I guess it's nice to know I correctly interpreted the map we found in Hope Route. But it does pose a problem. Assaulting a recollection camp isn't our objective. Laramil says we need to find the Skein of Secrets. That's likely somewhere in the vaults of Neri. I recall a set of stairs leading down in the middle of the ruins. We should start there. I've seen a few recollection scouts come and go while I've been watching, but I haven't seen any of their leaders. Of course, I have no idea what's waiting for us in the underground portions of the ruins. If you want to hit them head-on, I'll follow your lead and help as I can. But there might be an easier way to get where we need to go. Before we commit to an attack, why don't we scout the perimeter and see what other options present themselves? Let's look around and try to keep out of sight until we're ready to make a move. That's the main gate. Lots of recollection there. No way we're getting through them without a fight. The recollection brings supplies to this gate. The sentries here are predictable. We might be able to slip by them, or we could try the path to the north. Although, I don't know where that leads. Looks like we've got multiple options for getting inside. From what I recall, we'll find the stairs to the buried halls in the middle of the stockade. Assuming the recollection hasn't blocked them up, that is. It depends if we want to announce our arrival or stay hidden. The gate to the east is heavily defended, but there are fewer sentries at the west entrance. I think we could slip by them. Or we could try the path to the north. That's a good question. Sometimes natural fissures or caves provide hidden entrances to buried ruins. I saw no recollection forces in that direction, so it might be worth investigating. Your call, friend. I'll follow your lead. There, friend. Those are the stairs we need for. Be careful. I remember encountering some deadly traps, and it looks like the recollection's been busy down here too.
We're still standing. Be proud of that.
The Great Hall of Neriosterae. This is as far as I got on my previous visit. The door to the south leads to... Interesting. Let's talk about how to proceed, friend. I've got no talent for spells, but I picked up a bit of arcane lore in my time. The ancient aliens were fascinated with light. They devised ways to harness its magicka, or draw it from ethereal crystals, like this burnt-out stone. Great Welkin stones like this one powered mighty enchantments. They could make buildings float in mid-air, maintain networks of magical portals, or seal impassable gates. I think this is exactly what we're looking for. Someone in the Recollection thinks so. Besides, you don't build a door like that or a lock with a Welkin stone without a reason. Explorers have visited Neriosterae many times over the years, but no one's ever gotten past the dead crystal. Do you see the empty sockets? The mage I came here with years ago thought we needed lesser Welkins to restore the Great Welkin Stone, but we couldn't find any. Judging from these notes, the Recollection's experiencing the same problem. We hope...
Your prowess was befitting a knight.
Is the
Well
lamp
done.
doing that? Amazing! That stone wasn't there until the light of the lamp. Great! Let's go back to the Great Welkin Stone and try it in one of the sockets. Look! The stone you placed is feeding the Greater Welkind. Let's find the rest of the lesser stones. Gates blocked by rubble. I think a polisher might help us here. Look, I think that's another hidden Welkin stone. Use the lamp, friend. There it is! Another Welkin stone. Go ahead, take it. Another stone. 2 more. That's the balcony beyond the gate mentioned in the recollection notes. Try Abolisher here. I think there's another stone nearby. Try the lamp here. Look at that! Another stone! Take it, friend. That's 3 lesser stones. There should be 1 more to find.
I do believe we're good at this.
This must be the pit mentioned in the recollection note. Can we use Abolisher here? I think the lamp's found another stone. Give it a Amazing. The lamp pulled the stone into our reality somehow. That's the last of them. Let's return to the Great Welkin Stone and see if we can open the vault. That did it! The vault is unlocked. We better go in before the recollection notices. Just think. No one set foot in here in ages. Except for any alien undead that might be around.
We fought well.
Stairs to the west. They must lead to an inner chamber. Collapsed stairs? The aliens left us one last obstacle. But there, to the south. I think I see something. So that's the Skein of Secrets? I wonder what it does. Go over there, friend. Station. We should see what it reveals.
Trouble my prince, danger. The many paths splinter. You manipulate fate in ways that were not meant to be.
What I do for the good of all. Why can you not see that, Mora?
I'm not alone in my concerns, Illiac. Constrain yourself, or we will constrain you.
And you will fail. Now be gone.
A memory of Athelia arguing with Hermaeus Mora. An ancient quarrel between Daedric princes is beyond me, friend. But it's clear Mora attempted to reason with Athelia. She willfully ignored his warning, and was too strong for him to overpower without help. A good point. And now we have the 3 relics they used to defeat the Prince of Paths. The question is, where and how to use them? We know what Abolisher and the Lamp of Clarity do, but we have no idea how to use the Skein. I'll take the Skein of Secrets home and study it. Laramil thinks it's important, and King Nantharion didn't want us to get it. Whatever he's planning, I bet the Skein can help us stop him. I'll meet you back in Skingrad, friend.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar wood elves were to blame for all this.
Over here, friend. We should talk. It's strange. When I first retreated from Neriostare, I wondered for years what was hidden in that vault. Never guessed it was the relic of a Daedric prince. Now that you're here, let's take stock of our recent discoveries. The 2 of us recovered the Skein of Secrets. You and Tribune Alea saved Feldergard Keep and found Abolisher, and you discovered the Lamp of Clarity at the Outcast Inn. You learned something about Athelia, too. We finally have an advantage. Laramil believes these relics are the key to defeating Athelia and her Recollection and Daedric allies. We still need to figure out when and how to use them, but thanks to you, we have what we need to save Westweald. Take this, friend. After my